so happy we didn't fuck.
It would be a weird dynamic. But yeah.
What if it's blind? Will you still love it? Would you, every now and then you'd hear someone screaming for help at living at that house?
Imagine you walking in and there's someone stabbing her or something. Like, I don't want to be involved.
Jenny. I love you, Jenny.
Anything for view. Anything for views.
Hot magma.
I'm gonna rise the light, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Anyways, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Are we fly?
Yep. We're live right now.
Shit.
Magma.
So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Outspoken. I am here with my two best friends, and also known as the greatest men alive, Marty and Michael.
Hey ho, going everyone. Thanks for having us on the show. It's it's a pleasure to be here. This is only we're the second guests ever on this podcast. And if you're listening to this 10 years time from now, this podcast may be one of the biggest in the world. And we're on it.
I hope so. I really do hope so. And I hope it's sooner than 10 years because I don't have good patience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, ADD.
No, not patience with like the C, like patience, like a health person.
Oh, clientele.
Yeah. Climate change. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. The background stories of Marty and Michael, some of the craziest stories, including bender moments, when we lived together for a short period of time and did some funny things, a little bit about our journeys, crazy injuries, craziest things we've done for videos, future plans, childhood traumatic stories, and a new little segment that I'm going to be bringing in today because on These Boys podcast, basically they have a thing called Lying to Lockie. So I'm going to have a segment today called Embarrassing Michael. So just stay tuned because that could come out of absolutely nowhere.
So
let's get started without further ado.
Fine,
Is that the word? Is that the word? Jew? Further ado?
Be careful.
No, not like Jewish, like ado, like a Jew.
All right, just be careful because now you've offended people.
Well, I would actually like to read off my little pamphlet. I forgot to read my terms and guidelines before we started.
Sorry.
I would like to let everybody know we are not racist in any shape or form. We are not sexist.
And climate change.
Yeah, and we support religions. Okay? And that's it. Just so everyone knows.
So back off.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Sorry.
All right, so I'm just going to let you guys take this away a little bit. Let me know some stuff, all right? Like, how did we meet? I want you guys to explain when we first met.
I don't even think I've told you this. You know, back when we were nothing, when we were scum dogs, making videos for years and not getting any views.
How many followers did you have at the
fucking
time?
live stream, like not even 10K on Facebook. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was a long time.
Long time ago.
Get me a sick bag, Lockie.
Yeah, I'm feeling
But how many do you have now?
Like 4.2 on Facebook.
it's a little better.
My nausea just went away.
4.2K.
I had.
Nah.
Oh, I was getting a bit sick.
But remember when we had that fucking little TV show?
Debonair Fox.
Yeah,
one?
that little show. That to get guests on the show, I wanted to get you and Shami on, and to get you guys into contact with you guys, I started adding your friends on Facebook. So that we'd have a lot of mutual friends. So then you'd see a friend request come up and be like, oh, we have heaps of mutual friends. I must know him.
Is this a
and
lie?
then bang. No, this is 100% true.
I respect that.
And it fucking works.
That's good
cunt.
business.
It fucking works.
And it's business.
It worked with everyone that I wanted to get into contact with. That is a little trick. I don't know if it would work anymore, but that is a way that I would get into contact with whoever I wanted. Is just add their friends for
Very
a few
intelligent.
days.
I do look at how many mutual friends I have.
Exactly.
With people.
And yeah, when you just exactly because
then you know that
you get
they're real.
so many ads, you just scroll through. Oh yeah, but then you see someone with like fucking 20 mutual friends. You're like, oh fuck, and then you'll
Must
check
be
them
alright.
out,
Yeah, wow.
and that fucking worked. And then we fucking got you on, didn't we?
You did,
And
you got
then,
both of us.
And
Do
then
you
we had
remember
that
the interview?
Everything. I remember everything. Me and Shami
Did
were
you go
there.
on TV?
Him and Shami came on, yeah.
Whoa.
But like,
Shami
yeah.
went on the show and we just answered a heap of questions.
And you
It was
guys
fun.
would have grown like pretty big from that.
That was where we started.
You guys were only on like a couple of mil on Facebook, and then I remember like after that interview, you guys like shot up.
Yeah,
That's-
definitely.
That's what broke
no,
you guys
no
out.
doubt at all. I have to give you guys a lot of credit for
Well,
that.
all.
You guys are pretty much the foundation
the
building
credit.
blocks of Shami and myself's
Yeah.
careers.
Well, that's what we like to tell people. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It's the truth.
It's actually the opposite.
I'm happy with how long that stayed silent. I was hoping there was going to be like a little sound.
I wish we just went on for like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
we should have done that for the rest of the podcast.
That was very good.
And then
So,
we got
yeah.
you on the fucking show. And then the thing that brought us all together is that fucking New Year's Eve bender on the Gold Coast.
Oh my God.
That was the first time we proper like
Really?
hung out.
I thought
yeah.
we'd like partied and hung out before.
We
that.
a
that
little
was the
bit.
first-
I think you'd come up and we
To a
had like a
penthouse thing,
night
right?
out. Yeah, like.
Yeah, but
But
you
that
guys
wasn't.
like, went
It
out.
wasn't like a bender. It was like a few
Just a big
hours. We
night,
had
yeah.
a few lines, a few drinks, and then it was like see ya. But that New Year's, I think it was 2018.
That was a fucking hectic New Year's.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That was
God,
crazy.
That was so fucked. You nearly fucked Michael.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this
man.
this
Waking
happened.
up all twisted in the morning. And Michael's still munted out of his guts, and he looks like a meth addict, all skinny, and covered in bruises, and he's sitting on the couch and pulling his ass cheeks apart for the boys coming in for breakfast in the morning.
It's like he's showing them like a present as they wake up and come through.
and Jackson's still rock hard from
Yeah,
all
let's-
the
let's-
fucking Viagra's
let's
he
take
had
a-
the night before.
Let's take a few steps back here because I've come home and like obviously when you're on a bender, sometimes a little willy fella doesn't want to work too well. So I've eaten a Red Devil, which is a Viagra, a synthetic Viagra you can buy from a sex shop. I've eaten one of them and I didn't give it much time to work, so I also had a Viagra. And then I had a nosebleed and a really red head. And then about an hour later, I had half of a Cialis that was in my wallet.
Yeah, you have way too much of that shit, man. That's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I'm surprised your shaft didn't explode
It
out.
felt hurt. It felt hurt.
And then, for a laugh, Jackson would walk close to Michael while Michael's pulling his ass cheeks apart. And there was a moment in that twisted
Everyone's
fuck
like, "Do
chaos.
it, do it, do it," and I was like, "Man, I don't know if I can do that."
This isn't like
that's-
5
Put a
a.m.
dome on.
too.
That was like 7
starts
a.m., the day
yelling,
the sun
put a
was
dome on.
I was like, "Okay, if you're gonna do it, just like put the tip in and make sure there's a dom on."
Oh,
And
We are, just to be clear, we are not gay in any
No,
way,
not at all. But-
shape or form.
and
but
we
gay-
support gays.
Yeah. Obviously, look at what we do. But fucking, yeah, that is, some gay jokes are fucking hilarious with the
Oh,
boys.
man.
If
It
you're not
was-
gay, it's okay to make gay jokes.
Yeah.
It's not homophobic. We're not saying we hate gays. You know what I mean? Like, I support.
Well, we
all
almost
gays.
had sex.
We pretty much were gay in that moment, just not physically.
Yeah, it's not like you're not doing it because you're turned on. You're doing it for a laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's shocking to see.
Exactly
It's
right.
shock humor. Shock cock humor.
To watch two straight men
Fucking.
in front of a bunch
Man.
of boys. Nothing gay about it.
I think Fallon
Imagine
was
if
there.
you did.
Michael Fallon
Everyone
was just
was
like,
there.
nah.
I'm so happy we didn't fuck.
It would be a weird dynamic.
I don't know if I would have caught feelings.
Yeah, man.
I'm a bit weird like that.
Imagine if I moved in with you,
Oh.
I left Marty.
I would have done everything for you. Speaking
Michael
of
and
that,
Jackson.
of the 5 love languages, what's your top 2? Just to see
I don't know the love languages. What are they?
I forgot those.
Physical touch,
Gifts?
gifts, correct?
Nah.
Words of
Oh, like
of
what I do or what I
affirmation.
like.
No, there's 5 things.
Acts of service.
Acts of service, words of affirmation, and the 5th one is quality time, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Something
yeah,
around
yeah,
that.
Yeah, something like
We're
that.
pretty close. So tell me 2 of them that would be at the top of your list.
For what I like to
What-
do
what
or
makes you
What's,
happy?
what's your happy?
How do you show love, cunt?
What do you want from a bitch?
I think quality time's good.
I like that.
And
Gifts wouldn't be a thing for you.
not gifts.
Acts of service, probably not.
Nah. What's the other ones?
Hand jobs.
Words of affirmation.
Like encouraging words, compliments, and shit like that.
Yeah, I guess like expressing feelings.
No, well, that's not what we're talking about.
That's something completely different.
Talking about someone boosting your ego, cunt.
Yeah, I guess that's nice. I don't know. I think it's the quality time is my main.
So we
one.
wouldn't have been a fit because all I want's gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now that you know that, you could have made it work.
I would not be able to buy you gifts that you'd like.
I don't like gifts. I hate gifts.
We gave you a brick and some smokes.
For my birthday present, they got me a packet of cigarettes and a brick.
A brick from the house where we used to live, though, so it is quite sentimental.
Meaningful.
Yeah.
Meaningful.
Hard getting that brick.
Nonetheless, meaningful.
Speaking of that house, though, what?
We live together in this house in Pepperina Place in Fitzgibbon. No one really knows where it is. It's near Chermside in Brisbane, Australia. A tiny little 1 or 2 bedroom.
What was the actual
It was like-
address?
what's it-
11
what's it-
Pepperina
Something
Place.
like
We
that.
can say it now. It doesn't matter if people go there
It was
now.
like a half, though. It had like a
Yeah, it was
slash-
like
a
a
duplex.
duplex,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that poor neighbor.
No,
I think there was a lady next to us. I realized when I'd hear her cough at night. So she heard all the shit we did.
You used to
And not even-
scream.
Do you remember that every now and then you'd hear someone screaming for help at living at that house? Some woman? And
I did.
You heard it once. And Jackson just ignored it and went to the gym.
Well, she was doing it for ages. What am I supposed to do? Oh, like, because you know how your side doors were always open for like Bosley, for the dog? I was sat there playing Tony Hawk 1 player, very boring, by myself, waiting for you to get home so I could play 2 player, of course.
That's all we did.
It's all I did every day. Or maybe we'd spend 30 minutes jumping in a fountain somewhere to get a few views. I could just hear a woman, help! Help! Silent for 30 seconds. Help me! Help! About 5 minutes passed. I'm like, this is fucking annoying. So I thought, so I took a scoop of pre-workout and I went to the gym.
Surely if you heard her, someone else is going to hear her though, right?
Well, I don't want to be involved. Imagine you walking in and there's someone stabbing her or something. Like, I don't want to be involved.
It could have been
Too much
dangerous for
paperwork.
you.
It's not the danger, it's just the paperwork.
You just don't want it to be crowded. If like so many people being there helping.
Especially like, you know, all the viruses going around.
Yeah.
You could have got sick.
I could have got contagion.
Yeah, but I remember you calling me up, telling me that story, and I literally pissed myself for a good 2 minutes.
I think I've heard that woman before as well, but not for that long.
I think it was the Hercules bitch.
No, I think it
No,
sounded
it was.
very-
It was the one over the fence.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The one...
She
Oh, wow.
let her die. Like, fuck that
She
thing.
was such a fucking shit neighbor.
But like, we
Her
can't
dog
talk.
would be barking.
We can't talk about
so
being shit
loudly,
neighbors.
and then she come out.
We weren't that bad.
Hercules, come on, Hercules. And the dog doesn't respect her at all because she's, come on, Hercules, come on inside. And it's just barking, 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 does not stop, does not listen to her. Pointless. Don't even talk to your dog if it won't listen to you.
And if your dog, every morning she'd let it out and it's like fucking 7 a.m. and it would just start barking. If you can hear your dog barking, shut the fucking dog up.
She would wait for us to be like, shut.
I'd have to bang on the walls just so loud, or I got quite aggressive towards the end because I was so done.
You threw a punch at her. You
No,
missed it.
mentally
I remember that.
did.
I remember you threw a
fired
punch.
some swear words off.
She just
But like,
dodged it, like pulled back.
Yeah,
Left
yeah.
hook, nearly fucking cleaned her
Now, I
up.
want to just quickly interrupt just to let everyone know that as of today, Michael has had 4 doses of the AstraZeneca. So, very proud of Michael for getting his 4th vaccine.
AstraZeneca.
Vaccine?
Oh, that's the brand.
The brand.
Is that a good one?
No.
Okay.
And even your neighbours on the other side were fucking. Remember, didn't one of them try to stab
Yeah,
you?
one of them. Oh,
Well, yeah, one of
man.
them did swing a knife.
Oh,
That,
man.
I don't know
That
what
was
it
all my
was. He
fault.
showed me a handle of something, but yeah, we filming a video. We pushed Lockie into a fence of one of our neighbours, and there's a little bit of a dint there. And we're like, oh, you know, we'll pay for it. But
Like a
this-
$20 fence, mind you. Like
Yeah.
a very cheapy aluminium looking thing.
But the guy who lived there was a fucking psycho. I'm pretty sure he was like a bikey guy or something. He
I don't think so. He was just.
Wait, wasn't he in the
Some-
Marines or some shit?
sometimes because he had a bike, and also sometimes he's and
to be a bikie.
all his mates had bikes too. So I thought maybe they're bikies, but he was a fucking nutcase. And like I remember I approached him because he kept like coming over and like abusing whoever was in
Like,
the house.
he'd literally, there'd be random occasions where I'd have friends over, like Pero and Lockie, and they'd just cop this abuse from this man.
He'd be standing at the front. I know you're
He's got to walk past his house to get to yours.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like he has to walk past yours to get to his car. It's like yours is at the very end.
Yeah.
So he has to go out of his way to walk. down there.
Pero, a friend of ours, literally woke up one morning on the couch downstairs to just this man yelling at him through a window. What? And he's like, Michael, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh, that's the neighbor. He's crazy. He just hates us.
And he's a big dude. He's fucking
yeah.
big guy. Anyway, I approached him once thinking, oh, you know, I'll just offer to pay for the fucking fence. And walked up to him and he just immediately dropped what he was doing, saw me, so confrontational, got right in my face. I was like, I'm just coming to like offer to pay for the... He's like, no, you won't. No, you fucking won't. And then he starts like pulling... He was working on his bike, so he had tools in on him, and he pulled the handle of something out. I didn't know what the fuck it was. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to go home. And then just going to walk.
Remember the police came? The police came.
Yeah, we called the cops.
I paid like $300 or $400 for the fucking stupid fence.
And then we call the cops, and the cops go to talk to them, and then we find out that the wife of the guy felt like intimidated by us, and that's why the fucking guy was such a psycho, even though we weren't even intentionally being
yeah, it was
intimidated.
a lot of miscommunication and
He had his protective
victim mentality bullshit. Like, oh, woe is me, I'm fucking hard done by.
And
but
I guarantee you,
shut
his
up.
wife wouldn't have known that the husband was being such a fucking psycho.
To be fair, it's not like we were partying. We never partied once there. I mean, we did on New Year's, I think. That we had like Christmas, I think it was.
Yeah,
and
Christmas Day.
I bought a lady friend of mine over on the Christmas day. She walks in and Michael's got his asshole out. Everyone's drinking piss and fucking... Oh, these are my friends.
we went like 10 different
that
drugs.
Was a
we were
good,
on.
yeah, like that day we
dude.
did magic mushrooms. And
I
then
didn't.
by the night, like we were doing MD and Coke, and it was just a cocktail.
Yeah,
of
that's
fuckery.
what those were our Christmases before we had like partners with families.
I don't think I did much stuff on that because I don't think
Well, you had the girl.
I drove.
That was your
Sober.
drug. Remember that time remember that drug day we had at your place, and we were Lockie was driving us around. And
Oh, we're trying to pay him to
This is
crash.
honestly one of the funnest days of my life. So we get like, I don't know, so many caps of MD, a little bit of Coke, I think. And then we literally start at like 9 a.m. And these days, just do it with your friends. It's fun.
They're very fun.
Save it for a good occasion, once or twice a year. It's not something to make a habit of. I just want to make that known. We are not condoning you to become drug addicts, but you got
Yeah, just do it like responsibly. And so like we start dropping the caps and everyone's getting munted. We start bathing in the back of your house in the ocean.
shark infested waters.
And apparently there was a shark there like a few days before. So this family came over on their boat and were like, you should get out of the water. We're just like literally just
You were
floating
yelling
in the
out at
water.
them,
So
sharks are a
Michael
myth.
swims to the middle and he starts slapping the water saying, sharks aren't real. All the neighbours are on the
I
back
don't
of their
remember that.
yards all watching
There has
Michael.
been shark sightings, like bull shark sightings in those canals.
my
I don't remember
God.
that bit, but then it got to a point later on where we're like, let's go adventure because you're just
Let's go
so
to a
munted.
park.
You just want to go explore. And like, so, Lucky, who was sober, he
so
was the
sober.
driver. He drove us to some like high school down the road, and we're just lying face up, like looking at the sky on their basketball courts, just talking shit. And I remember it's fully hitting at this point. It's so hard to concentrate. Then we get back in the car, and I just like we're going towards a roundabout, and I go, Lockie, do not go around the roundabout. Just go through the roundabout.
Like he's like, we pay for it? We pay for the car? Monk's like, yes, do it.
We still would give him $2,000. We said we'd buy him a new car worth the exact same if he like totaled it indoor round.
And I was like, yep, I'll do it. I was ready to do it. And then they all talked me out of it. And I used to in the back. You were keen.
Yeah. I'm always down to just
It wasn't
chaos.
like a normal roundabout. It had
was a
fucking
jump.
shit
Like,
in the
we would
middle.
have taken air. Like we would have got air because it was like 60k an
The
hour.
fucking
bang.
airbags probably would have gone off.
Yeah,
immediately.
And like, if the car broke, the cops would have came. We would have been done.
That
It
would have been
sucked.
so shit.
But yeah, God, that was so
we should have
fun.
done it in
I was
hindsight.
so
We
hyped
probably
up.
should
I
have
can't
done it.
even remember half of this.
I was
Oh
ready to
yeah,
jump this roundabout.
that's the thing. The day is so scat brain because you're just so scat brain.
I remember being back at my house at like 10 p.m. maybe because I think we were all pretty fucked. Like we were watching like, a lot of YouTube videos. We were like super
that's
high.
right,
Just-
that's
I'm not going
right.
to say who, but we were just watching fucking shit YouTube videos
Oh man, there's some funny times.
and just having a good old cackle, weren't we?
Yeah, well, that's when at the end of the night you sort of settle down with the marijuanas and it calms you from all the
Other things.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, drug days used to. We don't do that anymore. I don't know how my brain or body would handle that, but
We're all a bit sensitive now.
sometimes it was so good, like just once or twice a year, literally, and you just get a range of different things, an assortment, and then you just like have some of each, and you're sort of trying to balance this high throughout the day. It's so fun.
Yeah, well, that's what Christmas was. Just we start at 8 a.m. We go through to like
Oh man.
it turned in like sometimes 2-3 days.
really- I've
Whilst
done-
most families are out there sitting down having a nice big roast lunch and a big cold lunch with prawns and ham. and
Yeah, but that
snacks.
sounds so shit.
We'd always
Prawns
we'd-
and ham.
We'd always invite all
The
our
family
friends
part's
who
nice.
didn't have any family like that to go to. When we just so everyone would just come over throughout the day. And
That
just
makes
fucking-
sense for people that don't have normal, nice, cute, beautiful families to have Christmas with. You guys just do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
See, I can't relate because I grew up with a nice family.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I did, but they moved away. So and then like you sort of it's fun to if you have no family around, just get your friends over who don't have family and a bunch of drugs, and it's a good Christmas.
I respect that. So coming back to when we lived together, how did we live together? Like, how did this even happen? Because I asked myself the question, how did it start?
You like came
just
from the
said-
airport and we picked you up, and then that was that.
Yeah, it stayed for a few nights and we were filming together and shit. And this was after, was it after? Oh no, it was
You in
right
America?
before the Kristen.
No, it was just after that.
Yeah,
it was
so you've
just
done the
after that.
Kristen Hamby
You'd blown
stuff.
up already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we met up. Me and Kristen met up in 2018, and we were shooting fucking loads of Instagram videos every day, and our Instagram's 10 times that year. And I think I came back. I was in the UK for 3 months, then went to LA for a few months with Kristen. I didn't have a house, didn't have anywhere to live. No one was working for me at the time. I had nothing. I was just floating around like a gypsy with my fucking suitcase. And I think I came home and I messaged you guys, and like you said, you just picked me up from the airport. And I think I came just to stay over for a couple of nights till I figured out what I was doing.
But we're just like, nah, just
And
stay
it's
here.
the big, like, you know. It's
Well, you
the-
weren't living there at the time.
I had a
Yeah.
girlfriend at the time, so I'd sort of go
Yeah,
stay at her
and my
house at
ex
night.
had just moved out, so it was perfect timing.
I was there like the day she was leaving, and Marty wasn't there, and I was going in just to get some like clothes and change after the gym, and I had to walk past his ex-girlfriend and her like dad or mum or someone. They were all just
Same
like,
thing.
and I was just like quick hello, and just, it was interesting. So.
Fucking weird, eh? And then we
then-
lived together for a couple of months.
Yeah, then we scouted like
That fucking room
we
was
bought
so
a
hot.
PlayStation 2, and that's where our productivity went down.
Well, no, that was right when Facebook got monetized too. So Michael and I went from being dirt fucking poor, having no money, to all of a sudden making some decent money. Remember?
Yeah,
and
we
how
couldn't believe
fat
it.
I was, now how healthy we were, and we started working out.
You got
Jackson.
us into the gym.
And remember, you would throw food out, and I was still in that frame of mind. I was like, I would literally go through the bin and pick out scraps because I didn't want to waste any food. Because
Yeah, I have a
we didn't know
bad
when the next.
habit of food wastage. I will admit this. I try to keep it, but
It wasn't
sometimes
anything bad. It was like, you know, you just
maybe like
fucking-
2 chips.
Yeah.
2 chips.
Oh,
That's pretty funny.
But honestly, another thing that you kids should do is get a PlayStation 2, get Tony Hawk's Underground number 2,
And
just
play King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. It's like tag, but virtual game, and fuck, we had battle after battle. We
I
played
could, I
for
could say
hours.
we played 1,000 games maybe.
More. Like, it was ridiculous. And I must say, Jackson is the better player. He is, I'd say 80% of the time, he would always win.
Remember how he's wiped out the whole of cash converters for fucking PlayStation 2
One thing
controllers?
with Jackson has a massive, like, just temper can go from like 0 to 100 real quickly.
Even though he's winning, he can be winning it too.
There's one small mistake and you'd hear the twisting of the controller a little bit.
It just snapped the controller. And like they're PlayStation 2 controllers, so they don't make them anymore, I don't think.
We ran Brisbane dry practically at
All
one
of
stage.
Brisbane was gone, went from cash converters to cash converters. We bought, I remember one time towards the end, we're like, okay, let's just buy every single one we see. So we'd have like 10 for that night.
Which only got worse because I knew there was more. So I'd be playing, and even if I wasn't winning enough, even if I was winning and it just wasn't cool enough, I was snap.
There
No,
was
I'd
one
snap.
time we had 4. Okay, so we're playing the game. He's winning, and then all of a sudden I get the fucking crown off his because it's like tags. So you get the crown off their head. I've got the crown on my head. He's still winning the game, but snaps the controller because he knows there's 3 more left. Then you did the same thing again in 2 games later, and then the next 2 controllers didn't work. And I was so excited playing, and you just...
So if you're wondering how we came up with a solution to this, we smoked a lot of weed and we watched YouTube videos of them playing King of the Hill, and we just held controls and pretended to play.
Oh man. One thing that we did do, and this is a bad addiction we had, sugar. Holy
Oh
shit.
my goodness. Every single night we would just get like mega high. We'd walk to the 7-Eleven over the road, which was like 2 minutes away, and I'd spend probably $100 because I was making good money. It was the first time I started making good money myself, and
Remember
I was like,
Edgy Birdie?
I was about to
Edgy
say
Birdie.
that, Edgy
Oh
Birdie,
my
funding
God,
your
I forgot
7-Eleven
about
trips.
that.
and we'd go to 7-Eleven, and then we'd get like a couple of fucking tubs of ice cream, a few bags of lollies, a few Krispy Kremes, a few drinks, a few fucking
And
like
then we'd feel real
everything.
guilty halfway through or in the morning and then throw it all in the bin.
And then 8 hours later, when we were high again, we'd end up back at 7-Eleven
Oh, it was a
repurchasing.
vicious cycle. We'd go through like we'd gym, then we get hooked to sugar, then we wouldn't gym, then we get back in gym.
And we would wake up with proper sugar hangovers.
It's worse than alcohol sometimes.
Because we were waking
So
up at like
groggy.
4 a.m., remember, to post?
Yeah.
Because it was like the peak times to post on Instagram. We'd wake up at like 4 a.m., we'd post a video, we'd go live at like 4:30 and just have to turn on and get energy.
That's right.
And then we either go back to bed or we just go out and film another quick video and come home and play PlayStation all day.
We should start going live again after we post. That helps.
I still
eh?
do that.
Yeah. That
Every now
fucking
and then. I just don't
helps.
really post on Instagram much anymore.
Yeah,
but-
Instagram's like, just post and then forget about it. Instagram's so fucking. They never show our shit to anyone anymore.
Yeah, it's
They're
very
trying to copy
difficult to get
TikTok, but they're
reach.
like ruining a lot of people's like creators and stuff for reach by trying to copy TikTok.
Yeah.
'Cause
Fucking
TikTok's
oath out.
algorithm's good.
Well, it's just such clear favoritism by some of the platforms. It's fucked. Can't
just
Haven't
they
they
pick and
even
choose.
taken reach on TikTok now?
I don't know. I haven't been posting
yeah,
much
they
on
have.
there. I've
You can still go viral.
I've just been focusing on getting this shit started. And it is lovely to have you guys here. I just want to say
Oh,
that.
Hey, it's an
man.
Thanks for
absolute
coming
fucking
down.
pleasure to be
We've
here.
had
man.
some fun times. Oh,
Yeah, podcasting is fucking
It's just
some
fun.
good times
We
ahead,
sit,
man.
we sit and talk.
Yeah.
it's like, well, everyone knows when you're that close with friends and you can say or do anything, and it's like you feel comfortable to be yourself.
Oh, careful.
That's when it's.
Lockie's still here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still here.
Don't say too much.
But yeah, normally. But yeah, that's why. Yeah. Next podcast when Lockie's not here.
And that's all we have time for today, guys. Thank you for coming out. No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
We've got a little bit more to go.
You scared me, man. Fuck.
So yeah, long story short, I lived with these guys for maybe 3 or 4 months.
And then you went back over to America.
Then I went back overseas with Lockie for a few months, and then I came back, and then we got a rental just up the road.
You were still living in a fucking shed technically when Jackson first came.
Yeah, he came a few weeks after I moved in.
Chick and sort of just staying at hers mostly, and sometimes at Pepperina. It was very.
And there was just one air conditioning unit in the house, and it was the middle of summer. And that fucking room that I was in on the mattress on the floor was just like 40 degrees, even at midnight. It was just
They
so
used to have.
hot.
Remember, you had the fan in the room blowing the aircon from one room to the other room.
And we'd sleep with the doors wide
System
open.
of fans to blow the aircon to another fan. To
It was like
push
an
it into the room.
aircon to a fan.
This
blowing
is
that
how
way.
lazy I am. It was eventually I had Pepperina to myself, and a mate Lockie lived there, but he moved out, and he had the aircon room, and I couldn't be fucked moving all my shit into the aircon room.
Just the
so I
mattress.
just would I set up like 3 fans that went from the aircon, blowing all the aircon air into my room.
Funneled it. You
Yeah.
funneled it in.
So I was like
Did that
sciencing
work?
it. But yeah, it fully worked.
Yeah,
but
see,
like,
there you go,
it
science.
wasn't like as good as it could be if you were in just the
You could have
aircon
just
room.
moved your mattress and then like just gone to your room for clothes.
Just
Yeah,
drag
I
the
know.
mattress in.
I was just so lazy.
It's
but-
just too hard to set up.
yeah.
And that is
Even at Michael's church roadhouse, he's fucking no aircon. He just have this huge industrial fan
new
on
place.
him.
Oh,
all night long, just blasting at him instead of fucking aircon.
Yeah.
stop.
magma. Magma.
All right, so we have shared some pretty wild moments from when we were partying, when we lived together, all these things. Now I want to address the elephant in the room because he's hungry. And by elephant, I mean the topic of some video moments. What is the most hurt you have been in videos?
Check out.
Oh, yeah, look at this one.
You're always just covered in bruises.
Yeah, Michael Bruce is real bad.
Imagine
So
bruises were
sore at the
permanent. You would
moment.
literally.
You'd be
I'd
black.
be,
Yeah.
fully. I'd be like
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
He'd be a monster.
Oh,
the most.
the worst pain.
What about the feet? What about the feet tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
Can we show the feet really quickly?
Yeah.
For anyone that can't see this, they sat there for what, 8 hours, 10 hours?
12.
12 hours. They sat there for 12 hours.
I had a whole pack of endone though, so that helped.
Did it actually?
Mine only.
No, I don't
8
think
hours.
so. But like,
I don't think painkillers do a thing.
yeah,
I like the Crocs. These ones are a bit more chill, but they're still very nice.
Marty's got Crocs.
This poor dude's got his whole feet coloured in black.
yeah, that was rough. But I really like them. But
Yeah,
I reckon the most painful, I reckon most painful was when we tried to create a human volcano from my asshole.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 3 days of agonizing pain.
You got
Because
hospitalised.
So,
The nurse sort of said, what you've done is imagine that you've sunburnt your colon. So, like,
what?
the vinegar has burnt like all of my colon.
burnt away.
So I was just in agony, like having sunburn and internally in this. It was fucked.
Yeah, you know when you have salt and vinegar chips and your mouth gets burny after a while? It's like that.
Raw and like shit. I would constantly shit.
So-
Okay, there was a moment that day. I haven't told anyone this, but I was in the shower in the fetal position, just like lying down, rocking back and forth, and just shitting on the ground.
You just have cold water on your ass? Sure, that felt nice.
Yeah, like I have the water, on me.
Let's
Just cool me
provide a
down.
little bit of context, just for the viewers, just to bring us up to date on what they're actually talking about. You've heard that a volcano was in his arsehole, but what is it you did to cause this problem?
So it's a website video. Obviously, we can't post that to social media, but we tried to. When you put a Mentos in a Coke bottle and it flares up like that, we wanted to do that out of his ass.
Oh.
So
But
we
you
did it
didn't
with
use Mentos.
We did use Coke and Mentos first, and then
The
nothing
fizziness,
happened.
if the fizziness is gone in the soft drink, it doesn't react.
Have you got a
anymore.
funnel in your ass? How's this all happening?
Yeah, we funneled it in.
Oh,
We
so you had a little
and he had
funnel
to
in there.
accept it in. He had to relax and let it accept.
Accept it.
But it didn't really work.
Accepted it.
So then we YouTubed it, and vinegar reacts with Coke as well a lot. So we thought, we'll try like both. And then we pour the Coke in, a bit of vinegar, and there was a bit of a fla-la-la-la-la.
Yeah,
A bit of a
okay.
what, sorry?
It wasn't
Fla-la-la-la-la.
A bit of a what, sorry?
Did you
Yeah.
scream
a
instantly?
reaction.
Did I scream?
Instantly? Did
Oh, it was
instantly
a
burn?
weird feeling, but that was okay. It was
After.
It was after.
It's
where
got
the pain
worse and
really
worse
kicked in.
after, yeah.
And the first one, obviously with the Mentos, it didn't really work properly. So we then like just brainstormed, used our science, and then we're like, all right, bicarb soda, vinegar,
yeah,
and
that's right.
Coke. We mixed all three, came in, and once he put the bicarb soda in, that was when it
Was there much of a reaction, or did you just hurt?
Yeah, I shot it up. I pushed a bit too to make it more clang.
See, I haven't seen this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, universityofmichael.com if you want to see.
Maybe
that shit.
I've been a member for nearly 2 years and I still haven't checked
Yeah,
out.
actually, I was checking my bank statements the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm still paying for their website.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
I'm never going to turn it off.
Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
yeah. Then we went to hospital. They fucking
Well, because Michael
actually
was too
they
honest,
refused me.
Yeah.
Because of I had COVID-like symptoms.
even though he was
Why
bleeding.
did
Even
you
though I
tell
could
them?
have had a hole in my fucking colon and died.
Why did you tell them you had COVID-like symptoms? Why didn't you just say
No,
your
I
ass
didn't.
hurts?
They did my temperature, and you're like, you
Oh.
got a temperature. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no
I've
shit you
just
had a
had
temperature.
fucking shit in my ass.
God, I'm so happy that this whole bullshit COVID stuff
Oh, dude.
finally,
You're telling me, Dad.
like, it's not gone, but it's just fucking a little bit more normal again.
Yeah,
Thank-
it's a little bit more sensible.
But yeah, that fucking nurse at Holy Spirit, or the one at Chermside
Name her.
Hospital.
What's
I
her
don't
name?
remember
Name
her
and shame. Name and shame that
she's
bitch
a
queen.
Karen. She's a Karen. But fuck
Name
you,
and shame that
fuck the
bitch.
security guard that made me tighten my mask up on my nose like this. What a fuckhead.
Fucking stupid cunts.
Oh god.
What was it like to poo after that? What was your first shit like?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like liquid, in between liquid and normal, and it was rough and it was constant. But the best thing was I got codeines, and I was like, okay, then this is all right. But it still hurt. I just couldn't really walk for like 3 days. It hurt to like twist my bowels.
we were like, oh yeah, easy video here, no pain, give our bodies a break, and then fucking ends up in hospital for fucking.
You've been there for a few days, right?
Nah, I was there for that night.
Did you have a sleepover?
Remember you
No,
called
I-
the ambulance, and they were taking like ambulance.
The ambulances don't work anymore. They
during
just
the
switched
peak
off.
of COVID, like, literally would take hours and hours.
Yeah, no, they're stupid. So like, just if you're hurt, drive your friend there as quickly as you can.
I've always done that. Fuck ambulances.
Yeah, they're scary.
And yeah, so I was there for the night. Eventually, finally, after the third hospital that I had to go to, 3 hospitals to get fucking served. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Served, yeah.
Helped.
Yeah, I got some food.
Treated.
Yeah, and shit. Oh, fine. And then the next day, I got the doctor to prescribe me the
Flailes.
painkillers, and that made everything
Okay, now I
better.
want to ask an important question. Would you do it again?
Do I get money?
Yeah. So how much money would you need? $5,000 do it?
Oh fuck yeah! I'd do
A
it.
grand.
Really? You do it for $5,000
I do it for
again?
5.
You'd risk
As long
the
as I
whole-
didn't risk. Okay, do I get a hole in my colon?
Maybe.
We can't,
Okay,
we
fuck
can't
that.
promise this.
Well, you don't know.
Then no, not 5K. Yeah.
Do you
I
even
would-
need-
I
do you even
wouldn't-
need a
I wouldn't
colon?
do it again. No.
Do you even need a colon?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you do.
just
Well,
get
you
a
don't.
shit
You get a
bag.
shit bag for your shit life. Imagine that.
Just get
Yeah,
the
at least
appendix taken
you
out.
get good parking.
That'll fix it.
Just take your appendix out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Or
tonsils
block the
removed.
hole with your appendix.
110%. Sew it on there.
Or just
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it again. It's rough.
What about the nail? Wouldn't that come close
Well,
to the
literally
pain scale?
like 2 months earlier, I went to hospital. Yeah, again
For the
because
nail gun video.
yeah, nails are no joke. Nail guns are dangerous.
We thought
No shit.
We've been told by a few tradie friends that the nails over a long distance, if you shoot them, they spin like that. So we thought, oh, it'd be funny to just see them slap into us, and maybe every now and then one might stick in a little bit. But they shot out like fucking spears every single time over great distances.
traveled through.
Yeah. There's a bit of smell on that.
He's been
And
eating
yeah,
a rocket.
these ones went straight. Like this went all the way in my calf
One went
muscle.
in between our heads. We didn't even know until after filming. We were standing shoulder to shoulder, and the guy shooting the nails, one went in between our heads. We didn't even know.
And why did we went with like the double length nails? So they're like 10 centimeters long, not like the normal nails. That's so dumb. Like
fucked.
it went all the way into my calf, like
The
8
entire
centimeters
way
in.
in, yeah.
Oh,
The
I
entire
way.
pulled
I
it
can
out
smell.
myself.
I got lucky. They bounced off me. I got just slapped a few
so
times.
one went into your leg.
Yeah, and
Both
bum.
times.
Just
Michael
missed.
got
Was
shot.
it like a vein or an artery? What was it? Just missed.
It was in between
Two arteries.
an artery. To
And had that have gone into an artery and you yanked it out,
could have been.
Did you pull it out straight away or did you leave it?
Yeah, we pulled it
Yeah,
out.
like 30 seconds later. I just wanted it out of me. It was freaking me out having it in there.
Mate, it's bad to do that.
I
right?
know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
it's
know.
not
Yeah.
always bad. It's not always bad. Got super glue around you.
And then, one went in between our heads. That would have been life.
Imagine
gone.
if that
You don't
fucking
know
just
that.
ripped an ear off or something.
Oh,
you
no,
guys.
I reckon in the skull, dead.
Oh, yeah, that would have been bad.
You just shut you off.
Fuck,
Bang.
yeah.
if it
turn.
touches the brain.
Oh,
then,
just in the neck, and then the end of it, tip of it comes out here.
you can still survive that. You still leave it.
You'd pull it out and start breathing. Like,
You used to be one of those guys with the with the straws out there. It's like,
Oh,
I've been
shit,
smoking
man.
37 years.
But fucking. The website, if you want actual scary videos, that's where it's at.
We're becoming.
Everyone's like, oh, you guys are such pussies now. It's social media. We can't do anything.
It's not our fault, man. If we want to put something
did
risque
it.
on.
Oh, it's
yeah.
back. Yeah, look how small his mouth is. It's so cute.
Marty has something similar.
Oh, the koala.
Koala?
Oh, all right.
all right, just quickly. I've been on your guys' podcast a few times, and I've also come up just to watch, just for something to do, because I haven't had much of a purpose in my life lately. And
I wish you started crying.
I can cry. Want me to cry?
Yeah.
All right. No, not happening.
Oh.
Oh, man. Me and Marty used to watch Titanic together to cry
Really?
when we were in high school.
The reason I brought up the podcast was because you guys have got a very popular segment. It's a very entertaining segment, and I enjoy watching it. When you do the prank calls. And I was wondering if you would bless my new audience with a prank call today.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
A little something they
dude.
do
Of
on
course we can
there.
do that.
Yeah.
It's just something they do on their
use
podcast,
my
on the
phone.
fully actual podcast, guys. They've been doing it for years. It's an amazing podcast, very dark humored. So don't go there and complain that it's a bit fucked up.
Yeah. It's a very it's a twisted podcast, that's for sure.
You
But
can just use my phone. Are you going to do it now?
Yeah, I think so. Who are
what
we going
is-
to prank call, and what kind of character are we going to go for?
yeah.
Dial around another.
What do you guys? What's your favorite, Jackson? Who's your favorite? Do you like Darren? Do you like Dakota? Do you like Arnold Fine? Do you like Rhonda?
What was the one where you got like gradually more and more angry and intense?
Oh,
Margaret.
Margaret. You like Margaret?
Should we dial
It's my
somewhere, like a
ex-girlfriend's
place?
name.
Why don't we just businesses are always good because they have to
Yeah,
talk to you.
It's called a business.
You know? All right, well, let's go to Google. Let's see here.
You guys are in for a treat. This is a very entertaining little segment that they do on their podcast.
was in
This is
Google.
Safari.
His phone's very complex.
Just type Google.
What's going? Is that an iPhone?
No, it's Android.
That's Android.
You've been Android
Ah.
now.
He
let's
can't. You
go.
can't trace Android. They're untraceable. They made a new thing on their
Yeah,
software.
it's untraceable.
That's why everyone's switching.
Look how much faster it is.
Everyone's switched because it's like a non-traceable phone, whereas iPhone keeps all your information.
Wow, it's hot.
Really?
Yep. Androids aren't allowed to
That's
do
an
it.
Android.
Oh, really?
No.
It's an iPhone,
Oh,
you
yeah.
idiot.
Fucking hell. I was like, man, they've really copied the design.
It is
what I
an
thought.
iPhone. Fuck you! You fucking mind fuck me so
He's
much.
literally staring at it.
Okay, the lying to Lockie segment that we do. Jackson is very good with his lies too. He'll keep them going for like a week sometimes.
Yeah,
he
that
just
is
doesn't
such
tell
an
you.
annoying
Yeah, he won't
thing
even
that
tell
we've
you to
started.
lie. Like,
All right, let's think here. All right, I'm going to call a restaurant and I'll fucking
maybe should we talk about Bront? Maybe your son and your
you
son
guys
wants to
have got
bring
a-
his animal in to the restaurant.
yeah, I could
It's a
we could
service
do
animal.
Arnold Fine wanting to bring his pig in, and it's a service pig like
Yeah.
a guide dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
It always goes down a treat.
Yeah, Arnold Fine I really like.
All right. I
How
know
do,
what
you,
it
how do
is.
you do this? Do you hold it close to your mic?
We connect it to the Bluetooth to that, and then it just comes through. Can't?
But
Do you want to try it?
We can't talk like if we're near the mic and they hear us, they'll hear us.
Yeah. Do you want to try that? All right, you ready?
This is very, very.
Arnold Fine.
All right. I'm just gonna move.
Not a very good business, is it? If they take that long.
That's 1 star.
Good afternoon, Carmen Podcast. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. My name Arnold Fine. I look maybe book table for me, my wife, and my service animal. Do you accept service animal at your cafe?
Dogs are tied up outside. We don't have outdoor seating, though.
That's okay. I have a service certificate. I show you My pick.
Yeah, that's okay.
My pick.
We don't take bookings unless they're big groups, so you're more than welcome to just walk in.
Okay. Listen, I want to make clear. I come to your cafe. I only call to see if you take a service pick, because I don't want to come to cafe and then your staff say, "Oh no, you don't take a pick."
If you have a service certificate and they have the jacket or anything, that's fine.
Okay, to be clear, it's 100 kilo pick. Okay, 100 kilo pick. I need the pick to help.
Oh, okay. I don't think they would fit in our cafe.
I have a service certificate. If you say no to me, it actually discrimination. I need the pick. Okay, you cannot say no. I
don't think the pig would fit in our cafe.
Okay, look. It's like a big dog. Okay, pig, dog. Same thing. What you let a dog in, you let a pig in. It is the same thing, okay?
We don't generally have big dogs come in because we don't have the space.
So you say no to a blind man with a guide dog. You say, oh no, guide dog must be small, or you say no, huh? Is that what you say to me, huh? Maybe I speak to manager. Maybe I speak to manager, huh?
Look, you can come in and we can see if they'll fit in.
Okay.
We've never had a big dog come in, so we haven't been under that situation.
It is a pig, okay? I say it like a dog. It's the same thing. Pig, dog, it's the same exact animal. Same thing.
I'll forward you one to our manager. Just give me one moment.
Okay. Fuck me, huh? What the fuck? Take your time and fucking pissing me off, huh? Fuck. Pig, dog, same fucking thing, huh? I fuck you, huh? I fuck you. Speaker to manager, huh? Unbelievable.
Hello, sir.
Hello, your staff say what happened, or maybe I need to explain again, huh?
Yeah, well, the service pig is it for a disability?
Yes, a surface pick to help me with my anxiety. Plus, I have a bad back, so my pick take me to toilet, help me wash my hand, and help me with my anxiety. And my wife is sick.
Okay, you have a 100-kilo surface pig.
Surface
I don't know
pick.
if it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna fit in the restaurant though, sir.
Okay, but sometimes dog 100 kilo too. Sometimes human 100 kilo. You say your cafe not big enough for 100 kilo human. Maybe you need on your website no humans over 100 kilo because you don't fit in my cafe, huh?
Well, look, I've never heard of a service pig in my life.
Look, I have the paper, service certificate. I show you and help me with my anxiety, huh?
Okay, right. So,
Unbelievable, huh? You write that down, a surface pig, and I come with my wife. She's sick, okay? She very sick. She been sick for 6 months. Okay, we cannot go to cafe because of my anxiety. So I have my service pig. I take it with me, and my wife just want a lunch. Huh?
Look, sir, if you would like to visit the cafe and you have papers for the pig, my suggestion is on a weekday around 2:00 is okay, because then we have a lot of space in our restaurant.
Okay.
But it's just in the busy periods around midday we can't accommodate that because we have to basically clear another table. So I'm losing me.
I understand.
So if you do want to come in and you have papers, if you come in around 2:00, it's okay. We can fit you in.
Okay. So just to confirm, 2 p.m. today, me, my sick wife, and 100 kilo surface pig. We okay to come to cafe? I bring the paper. Excuse me, What? I cannot hear you. It's breaking up a little, huh?
The pig is just well behaved. It's not going around or anything like that.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Maybe step outside or something. You're breaking up. Can it sound like robot or something?
No, I said the pig. It's well behaved.
Yeah, the pig is a very good behaved pig, just like a dog. He let me know when he need to poo. I take him outside. He slip around. He sit down when I need. He come. Okay. I have a large chain.
If you bring your papers, then we'll pick a winner. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that.
We need to see the papers to make sure it's legitimate.
Yeah. No, listen, pussycat. I bring the papers.
Otherwise, I'm in trouble with the council.
No. You not get any trouble. The council come. You send the council to me. I take care of the council. Huh? I am the council. Huh?
As long as you bring the papers, we can accept.
Yeah, I bring the paper. You give me council number. I called us.
Okay, look, council. I've got to go, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I'll see you 2 p.m. Okay, with pick.
Very good.
We should fucking go there.
Very good. We should go there with a pig.
Oh my God.
We should go buy a pig.
Can we just buy a pig?
Yeah, of course you can buy a pig.
And then with the service papers, we'll just say this pig is a service pig.
Yeah.
We should just write it on its side.
Just paint it with
in blood.
No, we cut it onto it. A big scar. No, we won't do that.
Imagine writing with a pen, service pig on the side.
Oh, man. See how cute Arnold Fine is?
I like that.
Yeah. He's a good man.
It's a German character?
I don't know what he is, man.
He's part German or like part...
Refers to your wife always as sick. My sick wife. Yeah. This is my sick
Rhonda
wife.
is his wife, the alcoholic. Yeah, and she's sick.
Rhonda's funny. Yeah, I like Rhonda. That's probably one of my favorite.
Rhonda's a great time.
So anyways... Getting back onto some more serious topics, what is the future plans for Marty and Michael? Where are you guys going to be in a few years? What the fuck do you want to do? And
we want to we want to turn our little website. We're going to start getting some other, because there's how many content creators have fucking awesome videos, but they just get deleted from social media. Yeah. So we're going to start paying those content creators to make content for our website, and then eventually have like a little mini Netflix of just fucked up content creators.
I really like that.
Very cool.
Plus Netflix podcasts will be a long-term thing for us. And because obviously, when we're 40 years old, we can't really be fucking ourselves up
my
forever.
My body's so sore all the time.
It hurts.
Married and kids? No? Yes?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I reckon me and Mon will probably... we're getting married next year, and then maybe towards the end of next year start fucking slamming
Can I come to the wedding?
Yeah, of course you can.
Slamming some...
Hey?
You said slamming some...
Slamming some kids.
I
mean, like having
pumping
kids.
them out.
Having some kids. Like pumping out some kids.
Oh, having
some.
Are you going to have kids, Michael?
I want one.
Really?
Wants one now.
I always thought you didn't want one.
He hates them usually. Now he loves them.
I want one, and look, I'll have a girl, and I'll be happy. I don't mind, boy or girl.
No, I don't know about that.
But yeah.
What if it's blind? Will you still love it?
Yeah.
That would take a while. What about if it's got like a real big birthmark or something?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Like I'll love it regardless.
On its cheek.
I don't reckon. Yeah, it'd be a little bit longer than Marty.
If the girl or boy has a birthmark on her or his face, like a big, swollen brown,
and it pulses,
like it breathes, like
a heart.
Yeah, like a heart.
What would you?
I'd kiss it every night and say good night, baby.
That's nice. It's pretty sweet. It's very sweet.
I think it'll just take longer to love, but you'll get there eventually.
It would take a long time to actually...
Like, I'd lash out at it now.
Yeah, of course. Yuck! Go to your room! Yuck! Fix that shit! Get rid of that!
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You going to give it a kiss?
It doesn't pulse for you anymore. It doesn't kiss you.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't mean it. Well, puss. But I think to answer the story, yeah, I probably wouldn't want that. I'd just get it removed.
Well, are you gonna? What do you reckon? Kids in the future? Yeah. See, I was like that too.
Yeah. Everyone goes
Amber.
through.
What made you come around? Seeing Marty?
Nah, Amber. She's just like fucking the coolest thing I've ever seen.
And met.
Simp.
It's the first time Michael's. It's like the first.
First
you know,
time
the
being
first
loved.
time you're in a relation when you're in love.
It's like wow.
like,
what about you? Reckon you could be a dad?
ages down
with
the track.
Isla.
When I'm
He's
like
going to have a
30.
kid with my sister.
Oh, that would be so
And I'm going to be the godfather.
It's so funny if it looked exactly like Jackson, the kid.
I don't see how
man.
that's physically possible, but I know. I feel like one of the reasons of Maddie and mine and Maddie's breakup was because I didn't really want to have kids in the future. Where she really wants like a little family and stuff like that. I'm not ready for kid,
Yeah.
and I think she was kind of ready somewhat soon to have a kid. I'm not like 100%, but
Yeah, that's fair enough.
She spoke about it a lot, and asked me to come in her a lot, and
It's dangerous.
you did.
she doesn't take any what do you call it, contraception stuff.
Viagra.
Yeah, she doesn't take any Viagra. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want a kid, but you never know. As you get older, you just don't know.
Your mind changes.
Yeah, well, look, like I'm 32 now, and literally like 2 years ago, I was like, fucking no way. And you're only, what, 28? It's a clang, clang, clang.
How old are you now, Lockie? 24?
23.
23?
Is that it?
Still so
in October.
fucking young.
Oh,
So
wow,
fucked up,
you
man.
lucky duck.
Dude, do you remember being 23? It's like so long ago.
Man, that's.
I met you
remember
guys
years
when I
older.
was 23.
Remember your 21st?
Yeah.
That
I
was
had
a
a massive
good
yacht. For
Yeah, I think you were
I
23.
met you guys when I was
24.
22.
Yeah, I remember you came on and we asked you how old you were, and I was like, man, how the fuck are you? Because you and Shami you looked like this when you were like fucking 22.
I reckon I looked worse back then.
You guys look so old.
Now or then?
No, like you look like men, like grown men
Yeah,
back
true.
then.
Big.
Beard.
Yeah,
Big
everyone
lads.
can just grow such good beards.
Yeah, dude, I still can't.
My beard
really.
doesn't grow that
You got a
solid
nice
anymore.
beard.
It's kind of fadey. It's a bit fadey.
Nah, what are you
Growing?
Yeah, I got the mo.
But what's all
It
patchy
just
here?
grows shit. So I have to shave it heaps.
I get that too, though. I have to fucking.
All right, I'll have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Decided?
just do it for a bit.
Even just get one for a few vids and stuff, and
Because
then
you'll have more.
yeah.
And
Well,
you've already pretty much got one.
yeah, exactly.
And Michael's going to have one. And Lockie said he wants one. So now I'll have a kid.
Yeah. Well, and then they
Jump
can
on the
all-
trend.
Imagine our kids playing together.
Can you find out if there's anything wrong with it before you
Yeah, you
have
can.
I think so. Yeah.
You can you
Buttons
can
to
change it
press.
too. You can change the color of its eyes and heaps of shit.
Yeah. Well. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You
with the
wait,
motherboard?
future is now.
You've got to get the motherboard.
The motherboard.
Yeah.
So we're not doing what America's doing, right? Very touchy subject.
with the abortion
stuff?
No, I think
You're
can
allowed
still-
to do them
Yeah,
here?
I think so. Yeah.
And what, in America, it's illegal now.
No, it's state by state, but it's federally illegal. I think.
Why
Really?
don't they just
I think-
fly?
I haven't been keeping
Why don't
up.
they just fly to here and have their abortion if they want to have an abortion?
Oh, there'll be ways to do it. There's been ways to do it.
well,
forever.
a doctor gets 90 years in prison if he does it without going through courts.
Did you hear about the chick who had a baby die inside of her?
yeah.
And so because abortions are banned, she had this dead baby in her, and they couldn't remove it.
Oh, isn't that like dangerous? Can't she die?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's dangerous. Wow.
I don't know. That's what they because I saw it.
There's always gonna be
the
ways
girl
around.
herself
If-
did a massive post.
If it's illegal, there'll be a black market for it, just like anything. You know.
This
you
is the
trust
times where I wish I had like a laptop and a big TV thing there, because then we could Google
we
these.
could Google
Big Joe Rogan.
abortions.
We could Google these fact,
Yeah. We could be Joe.
and we could
Rogan.
find out if what Lachlan's saying true. Because I heard a story about that somewhere as well.
Yeah, so did I. That rings a bell.
America's fucking shit. America is so shit. Sorry if you're American and you're watching this. I do like a lot of American people, but their country's just
Well, it's meant
Hollywood,
To,
Hollywood,
It's
I
sort
think
of like
Hollywood shit.
it's the last
Los
sort of
Angeles.
like
Yeah, LA.
the last sort of wall of defense for freedom, really, with the world. But that's not really freedom if you can't have abortion. But it's sort of the last democracy that's sort of there. So
they're
we've
not
gotta
land
sort
of the free. They
We've
are
got to
land
sort
of
of
the free.
treasure it while it's there, because
Anymore.
it seems to be fading away pretty quickly. And let's just hope that what happened in 2020 doesn't fucking repeat itself, because that was pretty fucking ridiculous.
Well, a lot of our fans are probably American, and I really do like American
I love
people.
America.
What
I
happened in
haven't met-
2020 COVID?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
I haven't met a lot of Americans I didn't like. It's just like their country, their government, the politics side of everything.
It's just so clearly
Yeah.
there's some systematic
it's-
issues.
Yeah, it's obvious that the people in power aren't really people in power, and they're just fucking.
Joe Biden
it's
can't even
corrupt.
string a sentence together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God.
how the
that-
fuck is
yeah.
that guy? How the fuck is he the president
Oh,
of
mate,
America?
I'll tell you.
And he's a
rigged election.
record-breaking president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most votes ever. Fuck my dad. That's real.
100% not real. Because when I'm there, I didn't meet anybody that didn't like Trump. Everyone I was around liked Trump.
Every
But
president's got their
online,
issues, but like,
on media, everyone hates him.
Remember all the money we lost on Trump?
No.
All right.
I do, actually. We all lost a bit of money on betting on Trump.
we lost fucking.
All right. So get back onto that subject. We're not speaking of conspiracies, obviously. We don't want to go down that dark.
Aliens, though.
oh yeah, let's talk about aliens.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So we'll steer away from that a little bit, but aliens.
Dude.
You boys both love watching alien documentaries.
Well, they're
love it.
fucking real. It's come out.
Love
They've admitted that they're real. The US government has come out and admitted that they're real. There's no more like, that's your opinion.
It's not a conspiracy anymore.
No, they're real. There's
so much shit that's
flying
real
around that they cannot explain, and that it's unbelievable.
There's at least seven.
Mind blowing.
You're right.
There's at least 7 other planets.
Elon Musk reckons he's never seen one.
Yeah, that's fucking. I don't
That's-
know.
I
I
think
don't
that's
know. I
bullshit.
don't know whether he's hiding something intentionally, because there's literally a video of a UFO flying around one of the SpaceX.
Maybe
launches.
he made it.
I've seen a UFO.
Maybe Elon Musk is
When?
one of them fucking aliens, and he's
flying-
just like playing it down.
Yeah.
I was
Hang on.
flying from Brunei Airport to London
Oh yeah.
back in 2010, and I was coming to meet the boys over for a Europe trip. They were a week earlier, so I had to fly by myself. I remember I couldn't sleep because I was so excited. I looked out the window, and this fucking weird comet-like thing came up to the plane and then kept same sort of like speed with the plane.
What?
And it had a weird tail. It was like colourful.
Sorry to interrupt you. When was this?
2010.
So we're going back 12 years ago. 144 months ago we're going back. That's a lot of
That's
months.
good math.
So
Anyway.
you saw a tail?
I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? And it had all these colors going behind it. It looked like a comet. But then the comet, instead of going down, went up and away, just shot off. And I was like, okay, that's weird.
Were you coming down from any drugs or anything?
No, I was sober.
Did
100%
anyone else
sober.
see this?
No, then because I'm by myself on the plane, it's nighttime, everyone's asleep. I go to look at everyone and go, oh my God, like I was about to scream. Did anyone see that? And I was like, wait, if I do that, I'm just a crazy person.
Yeah.
I saw no one to sort
You
of
didn't
talk
capture
to.
an image? A flick?
No. I didn't have phones like that back then.
Yeah. No.
And-
no iPhones.
There, yeah, like I've seen it, and it was real.
See,
was
to
like,
me,
oh
I
my
don't think
God.
it's that crazy. Like thinking of like aliens, UFO. I was like, obviously, there's something else out there. We're not the only form of life on this whole galaxies and planets
like,
shit.
Who's to say that? Oh, like
Look how many different species of animals and shit there are.
yeah, like who's to say they're not already here and like
It just
guiding
opens
humanity
up-
in this certain way? Who fucking put us here in the first place?
God,
Yeah, and who's God?
Adam,
aliens.
Adam and Eve.
Exactly.
Aliens
We
could be our god.
Be just
Adam and
genetically
Steve.
modified apes. You never know.
You know,
Anyway.
apes evolved their brain through psilocybin in magic mushrooms.
Yeah, I've
So-
heard that theory too. There's so many
And
theories.
have you seen all the old paintings like from like the 1500s and shit? Sometimes there'll be a painting of like a UFO disc shooting beams of light
From
and shit
500
down.
years ago.
And
Yeah.
like, listen, you've
They've
seen
been
Bob
around
Lazar
forever.
and Flying
Yep.
Saucers, that
Yep.
doco? That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like I know you can tell
He's
your
not
bullshit
fucking
meter
lying.
on people.
He's not lying, Bob Lazar. It's
He's got no reason to
unbelievable.
lie.
Yeah, well, his life got fucked from what he did. So
He
like,
made no money out of it. Yeah, he's fucked his life.
Or did the government pay him to do what he did to lead you astray?
oh yeah, well, misinformation is rampant too. That's a good
You
point.
never know. Maybe he was paid to have his life look like it was fucked.
But if their government's doing that, they're making themselves look pretty bad because of how they
look
destroyed his
guilty.
life.
Yeah.
You know?
You've got a good point.
It's exciting, and I reckon we're like say 5-10 years most away from some form of disclosure. The only thing we got to be worried about is that disclosure is not bullshit and fake for the government to then.
What do you mean by
use it.
disclosure? Elaborate a little bit.
Like disclosure of aliens, so finding out that it's fully legit.
Well, America-
Well, they have come out and said that it is
But
fully
like
real, but
we-
like have concrete evidence to
Like
say,
video
here, look at
proof,
this
yeah.
little fucker, we got him.
Have they ever contacted him? Like, I don't.
Well,
I think they denied it. Right?
Well, Bob Lazar says there's ships and stuff, and yeah, I reckon they would. I reckon they'd be a little fucking freak.
Do you guys
out there.
draw much?
Nah,
Not
I used
anymore.
to.
That was off topic, but
Sorry, but yeah, fuck. It's
Should we all have a draw?
exciting times. Like
Weird
man, I
time to
can't
be
get
alive.
enough.
It feels like we're going to be alive for the end of the world, or just something crazy shit's
Really?
going to happen.
Great resets around the corner, right?
well, that's what the whole 2020 thing begun.
Yeah.
Started chain reaction.
Shit, man.
Started things. And anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Outspoken with my lovely friends Marty Michael and my other lovely friend Lachlan over here. We hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about all of us and our chemistry off camera as well, and some of our little funny experiences and moments.
Fucking oath, man. There's a bucket load of them, eh?
Can we come back on another time?
Do you want to do it tonight?
Let's do another episode right now.
Yeah, let's
All right.
do. Yeah.
Let's end this on a nice little. Hey, Alex, how do you play the music thingy off that? Do you have like a little bit of a disco beat for us? We can end
It's a
with bit of-
random sound right now. And ready? We'll see you later.
Oh, we've got the same one.
like a little disco, so we can do a bit of a disco to close this.
Just keep pressing them.
I'm gay.
Oh, that's the one they made.
No.
Oh.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's it. That's our closing song. And that's all we have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now piss off, fuck off, stay positive, test negative, be healthy, be happy, be open-minded, and fuck off.
We're the best.
Fuck off, everyone. Go on, fuck off, everyone.